Hello, my name is Kujero Kwajian. I greet you wherever you are globally and wherever you'll be watching this video. I have something that I think is a moral question and moral issue that occurred in August this year, early August, um, along the Nile and the unity state of South Sudan. And, uh, and indeed, it's something that has been happening uh, in South Sudan and has been there since maybe the early 90s, as far as my memory can take me. Is a general issue of killing people by firing squad, and especially because maybe these are people who are perceived to have done something or to have committed a certain crime or are accused of having committed a crime, and are seen to be actually when they have killed somebody, and the only way that they can be paid back or be made to feel that they really have done something wrong or is to kill them, and the killing is done through firing squad, whereby the army or a few officers are given orders by their seniors or superiors uh, to kill and shoot on the people who are perceived as perpetrators. Uh, I feel this year and in August, it was on the 9th of August, it went overboard. It went to the next level, where during a time where we have social media and people can view things throughout the world, graphic videos and photos were made of people being tortured, okay, being firing squad, all right, and others being burned alive in a house, having been and their hands tied up. I will not go into mentioning their names and saying who they are, because that is something that is not good to. It has been discussed over time now by several South Sudanese and the Nuer people and others international media. It's not something that's really good to repeat because it's really disturbing. But my point, or my moral point here, what I want to bring out today, is where did this kind of killing come from, and is this something that we should continue doing, right? And why does it even exist, and what can be done by the international community in terms of intervening in areas or in countries where extrajudicial killings like this continue to happen. Um, so these are the things that I will try to reason about, and you tell me what you think on the video by commenting below. Um, the origin of this kind of killings of firing squad, in my memory, was when we were in the 90s during the war. That was before we ran over to Kenya as refugees. Um, and somebody is killed, the so-called soldiers, and at the time the SPLM, SPLA was the main political, was the main movement in the southern part of Sudan. We were fighting for the liberation war with the Sudan, and it was like when people have done something, maybe they have refused to follow orders, or somebody have done some form of killing or killed another person, they have to be paid back this way because maybe there were no courts or a rule of law or a better way that they can be tried. Although there were existing traditional means or traditional courts that still exist even today. Actually, in where I know in the Nuer society, people who have done an offense are usually tried in a court or in a traditional court, and there are ways, different ways in which these uh, accused persons are punished or the due diligence is done on them, right? Through the code of law, traditional code of law, and even the relatives or the people associated, the parents, who are associated with this, with the person who have been killed, will feel that there was something good that had been done, right? And people will continue to coexist. But now there is this system, and it has been going on, and the SPLM, even after now South Sudan is independent, we still see people being killed in the pretext that they have done something wrong, and that's the only way for them to be punished is by killing them back. But going to the extent of showing them on video and filming them to show is like to show the rest of the world that we can actually do this. It's like a football game to say. It's like just killing somebody is nothing. Is what really is shocking, and actually it is traumatizing to the people of South Sudan, especially the young generation, people who have been raised in other countries now as refugees, and some are born in refugee camps, who do not really know much about this. And when they see such videos, because they have their phones, they can go online and see that this is our country and this is where we come from. Maybe these are their relatives. It is so traumatizing to this generation that sometimes when people wonder why is it that South Sudanese are not doing as well as they should do, or are they continue to suffer, or is it that in the US we see people are traumatized, or in Australia children are just fighting and so forth? It's because of such things that have not been addressed and being seen as serious, especially by the communities themselves. Because others come from outside and tell us these things are not good, but we do not seem to see that such issues are things that we need to think about and we have to stop, because they are really destroying generations. So the killing of those generals is just but an example. There are a lot of such kind of killing that have been going on. So it is nothing to do with a culture of the people that are found along the Nile. No, it has never been there. But if it is used as a means by rebel groups or people who are tyrants in governments, that they can scare populations, well, research shows that you cannot scare people this way. Yeah? You only create more wounds and more resilience and resistance from the people. Because the more you kill them, the more you are trying to show them that this is the only way for us to solve our problem. And they will also take arms and want to solve this problem the way you are trying to show them. And that's why they say that you kill by the sword, you die by the sword. It's a simple rule. You cannot correct people by killing killing others on the firing squad because they're wrong. No. So it was really traumatizing what happened in Unity State, and life has gone on as normal, as if nothing has happened. I think as if somebody just kill a mosquito, right? You don't need a discussion. Even a mosquito has life, right? So it is something that I want us to discuss. And I want to hear your views, as actually if you are South Sudanese, or you who are from the Nuer people of Unity State, especially, or the Nuer in general. What is really happening? As death become, or the death of human, the killing of human being becomes so cheap that we can just do it anyhow, the way we want. To make it even sad, these gentlemen had escaped to Sudan, right? And they were captured allegedly by the forces of Sudan and brought back to South Sudan, which contravenes international laws of the refugees, the 1951 convention, right? Because they have crossed a border. So these already have become refugees, right? They are refugees. They are running for their lives, for their lives, regardless of whatever they have done. There's no way you can, as an international, as a country, return people to another territory because they're looking for their protection, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I really thought that we should discuss in this first video on many that will be following. And the biggest question that I want to leave you with. I know this kind of killing were condemned, and you know the war in South Sudan has been condemned by the international community. And they really, actually, most people do not know what is really going on in South Sudan, the kind of killings. The people always wonder, why is it that there are refugees running out of South Sudan? People think that the people run away, do so maybe for looking for opportunities. It's wrong to think as such. It is complete suffering and destruction of life. Because in any case, when we got South Sudan, we were so happy because we wanted to build a new life for ourselves. But the trend in which we see things going on, we are not sure as a young generation that this is what we really want to do, to see, because our future is in jeopardy. It is disheartening and very unfortunate. But a question to the international community: will we just be condemning such killings even after we see evidence? So, because I don't know what kind of evidence, what other evidence will you want to see? That we go on the media and make a statement that we condemn the killing, the extrajudicial killing that have been done in South Sudan and all these things, and then keep quiet and lay back. I know it's everybody for himself and God for us all, because also international community is tired, because people are just trying to focus on their issues, and there are several issues that are affecting people globally now. But what can we do? And this is the big question. What can we do where we see evidence of people being killed directly? It was on social media. I do not want to hear these videos and graphic images here, because it's something that I do not like. It is very unfortunate. But can we intervene? I know there is the issue of territorial boundaries of a country, that we cannot intervene, that we cannot cross the borders. But can we be seeing human beings being killed in the 21st century, right? Flying squad. And this is just what we can see. How about what we cannot see? And we just let things continue as usual. We try to, and the people who try to talk about these things are demonized instead of being supported, so that they can actually try to amend these problems. I talk this because the future is really looking bleak for my generation. I hope this debate can make sense, and that you can drop your comments below, so that we can have a discussion and see what is it that can be done on this. I must come to an end now, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I wanted to bring out to attention today, and I'll be discussing more issues that are affecting my society, because I believe and feel that we should not leave these problems to the so-called leaders who actually do not discuss them, and actually who create them every day, or to people who do not understand them, or understand them halfway. Okay? I thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.